Hello and good afternoon, everybody. Sorry about that. The notifications for the stream probably didn't go out early as possible because I didn't go in and start managing the stream in OBS until literally 10 or 15 seconds ago. But welcome to the stream. We're going to get started here in just a second. I'm going to pull everything up, make sure the audio is working. Let me know if the video ever gets weird in the stream today, because I finally got my internet fixed. But my Wi-Fi is really weird and oddly slow on internet. So I got my Ethernet plugged into my laptop. Hopefully it'll be fine. But OBS recommended me to only use about 4,300 kilobytes per second for the streaming video bitrate, which is like a third of what we were doing before. Hopefully it's fine. Hopefully it is no problem. But, you know, if things get weird, just let me know. All right, audio sounds good. So let me get my chat window up on the phone. I'll make sure my phone is actually, I'll get the chat window up on my laptop. That'll be a little bit easier for us. Okay. So let's go ahead and get ready to get started today. We've been like, what, a week and a half out of streaming? Actually, it might be longer than that. Because when was the last time we actually streamed? Oh yeah, that was with the Backrooms thing, which was 2 weeks ago. My bad. But we're back here, and obviously we're gonna do a lot of streaming right now, because we're gonna stream today for this Asia import of Death End Request Code Z that finally came in the mail. It got lost in the mail for like 5 days on me. Didn't get any updates, then miraculously it showed up yesterday. And this Tuesday is the 11th, which means we're gonna get to have another Let's Play a Bethesda game for the Switch 2 the literal second that it becomes available, with Oblivion Remastered. So I'm looking forward to that. There was some leaked gameplay footage that went up on Reddit earlier today. It seems to be a pretty stable 30 FPS, but still has the weird little stutters that the other versions of Oblivion Remaster have. But anyways, that'll be fun to do. As far as what else is going on the channel right now, like, I'm kind of just waiting for Death End Request Code Z to dive into stuff, because I've been playing the Blue Reflection Quartet collection, but that's not going to be reviewed for a while. It's going to take me so long to go through 4 RPGs. But yesterday, my review of Jurassic World Evolution 2 Complete Edition went up, which, surprisingly, I got a review code for. This sort of just popped up on the eShop. Like, it was announced like a week before. Nobody really did any marketing for it or anything. There was a little, like I saw some ads online, I think. But it just sort of showed up. And me being the huge Jurassic Park and Jurassic World fan that I was, I just reached out to Frontier to see if they would respond to me, and then they were like, "Oh yeah, hey, someone forwarded this to me. Here's a review code." Sweet. So that review went up yesterday. Yesterday was Monday, right? As far as what's going up on Friday, I don't know yet. I'm gonna think about it. I want to say Death End Request Code Z, but I don't think I'm gonna be able to get through all of it between now and Friday. I was originally going to make a Steam Deck video for Halo Infinite, and that did not really work out for me. Wait a minute. Forget what I said. I've got my days mixed up. I'm thinking it's Tuesday because we're streaming. Yesterday was a Friday when Jurassic World Evolution 2 went up. So for Monday, I don't know what we're doing yet. Might do a Switch versus Switch 2 video. Might do nothing. We'll see. Like I said, I realized I never did a Steam Deck video for Halo Infinite, and then I played Halo Infinite on the Steam Deck for about 10 minutes and realized why we never did a Steam Deck video on it. Because its performance is all over the place. I got it to work really nicely at like 55 to 60 FPS in the open world, and I'm like, oh, this is great. Got into a firefight, and suddenly I saw 50, 40, 35, 27, 20, and I'm like, okay, never mind. But that's pretty much everything that's going on the channel. I don't have any other review stuff going on right now. Don't have any review codes right now. Cycling through all these Switch 2 games that I have. Death End Request Code Z is probably going to be it. But anyways, we'll go ahead and get started on what we're actually doing today. So Death End Request Code Z is really interesting. So we know that for a while, Nintendo changed their censorship policies, and they started blocking games from Idea Factory and Compile Hard. The Neptunia Rebirth trilogy never came out in the West officially on Switch, but East Asia Soft went and released them anyways. Released them digitally, as you can see with my virtual game cards for my Hong Kong account. East Asia Soft released them physically on PlayAsia and digitally on the Hong Kong eShop. They did the same thing with the Hyper Devotion Noir strategy RPG. But they did not do that with Death End Request Code Z. Like, if I try to go to the eShop, what pops up? Let's watch the eShop just... Yeah, error message. Obviously, none of us can read that error message. If you want, I can translate it real quick, even though we all know that it just means error message. Let's see. I'll probably have to set it to Chinese. This product is not available yet, is the translation. So, it seems really weird that they would do it at this time specifically. They probably had this idea already, but Death End Request Code Z's English Nintendo Switch port seems to be only a physical release. And that's really weird and interesting. I was not a huge fan of it because I would rather be able to shell out the money for eShop gift cards so I could play it immediately instead of waiting, like 2 weeks for the shipment to arrive. It does look nice. The physical edition has a nice little booklet inside it. It's not a big booklet. It's only got like 6 or 7 pages in it, but it's a nice little written in English manual showing you controls and little tidbits about the story and everything. So, it's a nice standard physical edition. Sorry about that noise. That was me actually closing the case. And it's nice that it's all on a physical cartridge. It's just interesting that it's only physical. I wonder if East Asia Soft has started to run into problems with Nintendo of Hong Kong with all of these, I'm going to go behind Nintendo's back because they said no to these games. Well, we're going to release them anyways because screw them. I wonder if Nintendo pushed back on them and said, no, you're not. And they said, well, fine, we're going to release the physical edition anyways that people can import. But it's kind of interesting to think about because I kept watching the website for this game and thinking, all right, it's eventually going to release. It's eventually going to pop up for digital so I can just get some gift cards and download it in 20 minutes. And it never did. And I just looked at the Play Asia store. I'm like, this is releasing on July 24th. July 24th went and passed. I'm like, this game isn't releasing digitally. How interesting is that? But anyways, that's enough of a history lesson. I just want to kind of go over that because it's so interesting and different. So I'm curious on why. All right, let's see. On my phone, the stream seems to be okay. Okay, the audio should be working now. I muted my mic for a minute to test the audio on my phone, so everything should be good. If you didn't hear me, Spooky Pixels, welcome to the stream. And that's pretty much it for the history lesson. I just wanted to talk about it because, I've been waiting for Death in Request Code Z to come out on Switch. Because I remember Idea Factory offered me a review code of the PS4 and PC version back then, and I'm like, that's not handhelds. I cover handhelds. Nope, I'll wait. So I'm excited to dive into this, even though it released at the worst possible time when the Switch and Switch 2 are getting RPG after RPG after RPG. Because we just had Digimon Story Time Stranger, we just got a Blue Reflection collection of 4 RPGs thrown together. This just came out in Asia. Final Fantasy XIV just came out. Oblivion's about to come out. You could probably pull up the eShop and find like 10 more RPGs that are coming out in the next 2 months. But anyways, let's go ahead and boot it up. There is no day one patch. I checked. It is on version 1.0.0. Now, I am playing this on the Switch 2. Just so people know, it is a Switch 1 game, but we're going to be playing it on Switch 2 backwards compatibility unless something goes horribly wrong. Yeah, Spooky Pickles says Metaphor soon too. Yeah, it's like all of these developers just decided, hey, let's just release thousands of hours worth of RPGs all at once. Oh, and Xenoblade 2 Switch 2 edition just came out too. It's too much. At least for me, because I want to be able to still play all these games and be able to cover them in a timely manner and do my whole, 40 to 50 hour full-time loss prevention job at Walmart. But anyways, let's go ahead and dive in and take a look. Speaking of Pickles, I hope it works well. Some games have Switch 2 issues. Some of them do. Some of Neptunia Rebirth 3 did have some Switch 2 issues. So we'll see. But most games that I play on Switch 2 are fine. It's every once in a while. Hold on, that was a little loud. I do like the effects they're doing for the logos going in. Streaming or distributing software over the internet. Oh, it's gone now. We'll never know what it said. Alright, well, let's watch the little intro. Oh, hey, we know those two people. Sheena and Mai were the protagonists of the first two games. This is sort of a prequel, right? Because I was thinking that it's supposed to be like a sort of alternate timeline prequel thing. All right, there we go. So apparently, people think that this is the most graphic of all of the games. So this is going to be interesting to dive into. Spooky says, I've played the other games. I know this one is different. Alternate timeline, I think. Yes. And I think it's also like a roguelike sort of thing. And Subspace, sing this theme for us? No. No, that is not happening. Alright, so we got our nice little intro. Now, obviously, this can't be, this has to be an alternate timeline one because Sheena's still there. Because unfortunately, Sheena did not make it to the end of Death End Request 2. That is still one of the most memorable and horrifically tragic things from when I played that game. Alright, so let's take a look. I mean, fun options. Difficulty. Normal. Difficulty changes are currently unavailable. Oh, you wanted it to be hard? Too bad you're not allowed to change it. Let's see. We got normal, elite, and expert. Data loss when dying or escaping dungeons varies based on difficulty. Dungeon settings. Damage turn. Transformation movie. Okay. Nothing really crazy in settings. Save settings. I didn't change anything! Okay, fine, whatever. Alright, let's go ahead. We got 5 save slots. And let's get started. Let's take a look at what this game's all about. Please select a difficulty level. Data lost when dying or escaping dungeons changes based on difficulty. Normal, neither death nor escape will cost you anything. Death will result in loss of all items. And death will result in loss of all items. Main character's level and development data will be reset. We'll just do normal for now. Don't make it too hard on us. Candid Comps, welcome to the stream. April 2025. Everything's being digitized and blown up. No, I don't want to end the event. Where is... No. No, we don't need to do that. Auto advance is R1. Okay. Alright, so let's go through this stuff we just accidentally missed. The wind blew silently, the structural remains floated aimlessly in there. Who could have imagined a time when this town was still whole? Okay. Let's just do auto advance. Yakhtar, welcome to the stream. Be sure to chew your food well. I don't want to see any leftovers now that we've come this far. Oh, okay. Is this our antagonist? I actually have not watched any playthroughs of this, so, most of this game is going to be completely new to me. Even more delicacies to feast on? Okay. Can I access settings at all? Menu. Let's see if we can increase the text display speed. Let's do fast. See if that's a little better. The swarm then wrapped itself around the bodies of the dead. Okay, that's a pretty good speed. Oh, he's talking to Sheena. Candidate Sheena. Oh, hey, there's Sheena in her transformed state. All bloodied up and messed up. The man spoke to a woman with blue hair who stood trembling with anger. I like that she still has her old style. Oddly named candidate Sheena was mortally wounded. She stared defiantly at him, her voice laced with venomous rage. I'll have to go back and look. I don't remember where... Didn't they dub the first two games? I feel like they did. I feel like they did. Obviously this one isn't, probably because it's an Asia import. Okay. The role of Sagami City is over now. It took quite some time. Okay. Had you just handed her over from the beginning, it would have gone a lot. So handed who over? Mizunaichi commanding the bugs. Oh, I'm assuming they're talking about like digital cyberspace bugs. I think that was a big plot point in Death End Request 1. Spooky Pixel says, I don't remember. Me either. Oh, and here comes the protagonist of Death End Request 2. I'm starting to feel like this might just be, I mean, I think it is a spin-off. It's not Death End Request 3. And you can see my... I can't remember. I can't read her last name on her little cross pendant that's right in front of her stomach. Oh, and now he's having bugs attack her flesh. Yeah, that's great. I kind of like these. I kind of like the visual effects they've got going on here with all the digitizing, all the numbers and stuff floating around the screen. This looks really nice. Surf Demon, welcome to the stream. Pretty sure the first game was English dubbed. I think it was. I think the second one was too. It's been a while since I played them. The last time I played them was when I was doing that Switch versus Switch 2 video for them. And that was a little while ago. Her arm, devoured by crawling insects, had become a violent shower of crimson. What the heck? I'm assuming the whole game's gonna be like this, because from what I had read online, this is supposed to be the most brutal of the trilogy, and, you know, like, Death End Request 1 started with Sheena being horrifically murdered, and then all of the stuff that happened in the second game. Certainly, speaking of Idea Factory, they're having a sale on Steam right now. Oh, are they? That's cool. The woman more seriously injured. I think this is our protagonist, who's just standing here right behind, butt cheek right over here. I'll let her decide whether to stay here or come with him. Okay, what are you talking about? That's ridiculous! They would never join you! Certainly it says the sales until the 14th. Well, that's cool. A lot of theirs... They haven't been releasing that much lately. So a lot of their stuff's probably dirt cheap right now. And I mean, Game Maker is somewhat cheap. It's 50% off. How did it come to this? Okay. The look on her face, though. Okay, there's some pretty good sales here. Rebirth 1, 2, and 3 are like $6 a piece. So is Mega Dimension. Actually, most of their games are under $10 right now. That's great. Even though I already own most of them. Subspace said cheeks. Alright, Sayaka, I have to sort this out. Okay, how are you gonna do that? I have to delve deep into the past. Are we doing time travel already? We've only been playing the game for like 10 minutes. Back before I was myself? Or maybe we're doing flashbacks. Well, that's an interesting looking place. Surfgamer says they released 3 games within the last few months. Maybe it's just stuff that's on my radar. I haven't really seen a good RPG come from them in a while. I know that they're still making and releasing Otome games. It feels like that's a lot of what they've been doing lately, at least as far as the Switch is concerned. I've never seen this place. Have I wandered into another world? More importantly, why am I here? Stop being so mean, says girl. Huh. It looks like that Code Z actually... No, it does not. It does not have an English dub. Okay, so it didn't have an English dub regardless of platform. Okay, that makes sense. Well, I'm sure we'll get to our gameplay here. Eventually. Surf Demon Monogatari. Oh, that's right. In Calamity Angels. I think I do remember getting emails about those. Completely passed over my head. But yeah, I do remember those coming up. What a very strange looking lady. The color palettes gives her a very, very pale, almost doll-esque look. I really wish Idea Factory would go back to some of their other PS4 RPGs and bring them to newer platforms and bring them to the Switch or Switch 2. I remember really liking Dark Rose Valkyrie on PS4. And I would love to have that on the go. No, I don't know how liked it was. Oh, it's been a while. Alice! Hopefully your name is actually Alice, from our protagonist who looks like she's bored. Oh, no wonder I like Dark Rose Valkyrie. It contained a bunch of staff from the Tales of series. And that's also only $6 on Steam right now. Okay. Well, the Serp Demon says the Steam version is rough, it micro stutters all the time. That sucks. Because from what I remember on PS4, it was a pretty good game. I liked the whole little military organization sort of setting. It sort of reminded me of Valkyria Chronicles. Okay, gameplay. Oh, it's gonna be one of these kinds of RPGs. This red-haired girl, she is in fact far more ferocious. Okay, so we're connecting with her so we can move around. This is gonna be one of those... Oh, what's this RPG called? What's this type of RPG called? It's turn-based, but not really, where every time you move on the grid, everything else moves on the grid. I want to say Dungeon RPG, but that's not really what it is. Dungeon RPG is more like Etrian Odyssey, first-person RPG stuff. Like Mary Skelter. Okay, we can move around, and we can hold R to do diagonal movement. Alright. Frame rate seems to be doing fine. Maybe it's not the kind of RPG that I'm thinking of. What am I thinking of? I think was Shiren the Wanderer like that? Yeah, I think it was. Mystery Dungeon. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking of. That's sort of genre. I haven't played very many of those games. They've come up every once in a while. Alright, so it seems to be playing pretty well so far. Then again, we are playing it on the Switch 2 right now. The camera movement is a little weird, but just because it's grid-based, so like you see like a little hesitation every time she goes on a grid because you're meant to just, you know, do it like this. Oh, and there's a sanity gauge too. Okay. Still looks okay like this. Like, it's not a perfectly flowing frame rate when we're dashing like this. Anyways. Oh, there's stairs down here to go down to the narrow floor. Stairs to the next floor. Let's move. Strain area depths 1. Changing camera angle. Press R3. You can change the camera angle. You can zoom in, zoom out. Wait. Oh, it meant literal. I thought pressing R3 would just automatically change to a different camera angle. Okay, that's cool. Okay, that's not bad. I kind of like this. It's a little, controls are a little bit weird now, but oh, there are presets. Oh, look at this preset. Okay. So that's top down, zoomed out, close up. Okay. We'll keep it right here for now, though. As we go through the tutorial. Oh, here's enemies. Okay. You're moving smoothly, aren't you? Oh, that there is a stranger. Among those who have wandered into this space, they enjoy harming others. Alright, press A to make Sayaka attack in the direction that she's facing. Aha, it is one of these games. How dare you? Where everything moves in sync with you. Whoa, look at the bloody mess it left behind. Nero suddenly turns into an isometric game. Well, welcome to the stream, Nero. Yeah, I like the way this looks, but it's like it would be super hard to play the game like this. I'd say this or this would probably be optimal. This gives you the most view of what's going on, but it also shows that there's a lot of blurring going on in the background. Like for distance, like you can see that gate in the background. As soon as you go even one tile away from it, it starts to fade out. It almost reminds me of that weird draw distance blur we had in the Link's Awakening remake on Switch, back before the Switch 2 came out. Look at that bat! Look at that bat flying around. Hey bat! Hey bat! Let's take a look at this bat. Where you going, bat? Where you going? Okay. I do kind of like that you can keep it in camera mode while you're actually moving around and playing the game. Picked up Beast Clan's scarf. Though it does cause problems for the UI because it makes it hard to read what you're picking up. Okay, what else we got here? Got anybody over here? Nope. It is kind of interesting. I don't remember many games of this mystery dungeon-esque genre having camera controls like this. And it's very different from the other Death and Request games. They were turn-based RPGs. I always find it interesting when Compile Heart starts experimenting with other genres. They don't do that much anymore. At least with like for a while, the Neptunia series was like churning out experimental side games constantly. You got like action games, strategy RPGs, that idle sim game. But they really slowed down with that. I kind of liked diving into them because like not a lot of them were like really, you know, like, oh my gosh, this is amazing. But they were fun, and they were interesting to see Compile Heart experiment with other genres. I want to fight more! Surf Demon, I wonder if that blur is on the Steam version. It is very possible. It seems a new ego is sprouting in this doll that we're controlling. Okay. Let's see. I found a Let's Play from about 10 months ago. It's probably the PlayStation version, though. And it doesn't really look like it has that blur, so this might be a Switch thing. What I'm watching is probably PlayStation 5 footage, too. Well, anyways. Lasered to death! Sayaka was trapped and died! Details on the cause of death will be displayed. On that strange tile, ancient malice was and syntax were designed to intercept hidden intruders. What the heck, man? Look at that! Oh man, I wonder if all of the alternate deaths are going to be this graphic and this detailed. Because that is one thing that Death in Request has been really cool about. So many wrong ends and alternate death options. The force far beyond the endurance of the new adventurer quickly ended her life. As she vomited all the blood inside her, she leaned limp against a nearby handrail, her life and limbs cast away. Okay, that was probably scripted. That was probably scripted. Surf Demon says Compile Heart did put out that third-person shooter last year called Scarlet Salvation. Okay. I don't remember that. That is very different. I don't think they ever tried to make a shooter out of their series. They did have that kind of like 2D top-down shooter thing that was in the like Top Nep, that like Top Gun, you know, esque parody. Okay, yeah, Scarlet Salvation does look pretty interesting. It was published by Idea Factory International. That's weird. I don't remember that at all. Nero had to do a double take on that dead scene there. Do I seem different from before? You're dressed a little different. Take that girl and return quickly. It's not a degradation, but a restoration. A regression. I look forward to seeing a more exquisite death. And we're back. Did she really think she had died for good? Look, you managed to evade it so adeptly. Some of your powers may be diminished based on the settings you selected. Depending on the difficulty level, the penalties for the puppet's death will change. If you're playing on Elite or higher, you'll lose the money and items you possess at the time of death. Okay, now we're gonna leave. About traps. Stepping on a tile with a trap will activate it, causing damage and various negative status effects. Traps are initially invisible, but attacking the tile in front of the trap reveals it. So how do we know where it is? What is this weird text thing going on here? The conditions that reset upon death will vary based on difficulty level. Oh, the trap's gone. Okay. So how do we know where a trap is? Just experiment around and freaking die? Come here. How dare you? Alright, we leveled up. I wonder if there's some way to determine what a trap looks like. Probably. None of these tiles look weird. Alright, let's move to the next floor. Certainly, that's the fun part. You don't have to attack every tile. That's terrible. Because I kind of want to find another trap just to see. Attacking every tile would be terrible and repetitive. Picked up DLC mapping. What? The menus are a little blurry. Code created by a programmer to make exploration easier. When used, the user enters a fast state for 20 turns. Let's see. Code created by a programmer. When used, it maps the current floor. It is best to use it early to maximize its benefit. The effect ends upon advancing to the next floor. Let's see. Patch 1.0 is a code that shoots an attack in a straight line in front of the user. Okay. Wake up, bat. Oh, they make kind of creepy sounds when they die. Nero This really has old school vibe. Floor tiles are dangerous. Surf Demon says that there are items you can get that reveal traps. Okay, that makes more sense. Yeah, I was gonna say, like, surely there's some way to reveal traps. You've done well to get this far. Now, do you see the person in white clothes by that large crystal? Yeah, that looks like Sheena. A really, really blurry Sheena. Hi, Sheena. Finally, Alice is gone. Seriously, what was that all about? And what is this place? Are you talking to me? Yeah, you. There's no one else around, right? What are you? Being directed by you isn't too bad. This is kind of weird. It's kind of interesting though. You know, you controlling this puppet through this dungeon, and the puppet just starts talking to you. Shall we what? I've been standing here this whole time. You kept talking to yourself. It's been a while, Sheena? Sure. Could it be the god of death? Okay, this is funny. I'm Sheena. I'm a Ludin just like you. Seriously throwing a kid out here? I think you can trust Sheena. She was the protagonist of the first game. First, I want you to trust me. Actually, I can't really stay here too long, so I want to get out quickly. Let's just touch this crystal for a bit, for my sake too. Oh, the crystal over there is probably like an exit crystal. Exit point! The game's a little jaggy too. Like the models have a lot of little jaggies around, like the hair and stuff. Escape to the surface! Sayaka escaped from Strain Area Depths 1 with Sheena. Items acquired, score S. Okay. Nero, was the first gameplay like this? No! The first two games were turn-based RPGs. This is very different. The scenery changed instantly. Alright, Mr. Overbearing Man. Sir, Nero never played the second one. The second was similar. It was a different setting, but it still was still, you know, 3D dungeon crawling and turn-based RPG battles. But it was a little different because, you know, in the first game you swap perspectives between Sheena, who is in the 3D digital cyberspace world, and then the other character that was basically, like, you know, menu based in reality. And then the second game, it was kind of like you swap between, you know, kind of like school life during the day, which is mostly menus, and then the actual dungeon exploration at night. Nero, is this really a spin-off, or did they just change genres drastically? It has to be a spin-off. Yeah, this is a spin-off. This is not Death End Request 3. It's a spin-off with a different sort of gameplay style. Because the intro of this game had the protagonists show up of the first two games, and that is not possible to do in a sequel. Because Death End Request has a lot of oh yeah, the design change too. Sheena here looks a little different. But a bunch of people die in Death End Request 2. So, you know, with all of the returning characters that are in this game, not possible for it to be anything other than like an alternate timeline spin-off, you know, that sort of thing. What is this place? It's warm! You'll be living here from now on as one of... Okay. Hey, why do your hair and outfit look different now? Noble7, welcome to the stream. Yes, we are playing it on the Switch 2 right now.
まあそれはいつかいや忘れよう忘れようここで生きる限りは些細なことだからねああそうそう
By the way, what's your name? I should probably know that. Her name is Pink Luden! Is it really okay for us to live together? Try and get along with Sheena. So I'm assuming all the dialogue choices are going to be us talking to Pink Luden or Sayaka or whatever her name is. Well, if you say so. Sheena, I don't know my name, but it's nice to meet you. This may be a bit presumptuous of me, but as the director, I'll give you a name. Oh, right, yeah, because Sheena is apparently a director of some company in the, I think in the second game, maybe? At some point in the timeline. I do remember reading about that. It was also, I think it was also in one of the endings of Death in Request 1. Your name is Sayaka. And so I received my new name while barely grasping what was going on. Certain even says Steam store page says step into a tale of parallel universes, so 100% a spinoff. Yeah, they probably did that as an excuse to be able to bring back all of the previous protagonists. Oh! A simplified map of Sagami City. You can move by selecting a destination on the left side of the screen. Story recap. This feature allows you to rewatch story scenes you've already unlocked. Tutorial list. I love how they didn't update these little thumbnail images with the translation. You can review all the tutorials. I'm good on that. Alright, so we got all of these places we can't go yet. Alright, let's go home. Oh, that's cute. What do we got here in the background? Hold on. I think we got some references back here. Because these look like some of the playable characters from Death in Request 1 and 2. What's her name? I think her name's Lily or something. Let me look it up real quick. Yeah, Lily. Lily Hopes is that that one right there with all the yellow and orange on her outfit. Yeah. Let's see, and I see the green right there. She was in one of the games too. Okay, that's fun. That's a neat little reference. Instead of just making, you know, generic anime background, to have all these little figures of, oh hey, here's a bunch of little figures of other playable characters from the previous games. That's cool. Oh, Sayaka, are you snoring? Munya? Oh, are you having a fun dream about Lily? Oh, that's Sheena. That's fun. Talk about it. Should we wake her up? Served why no Nep Idea Factory? I don't know. As far as I can tell, all these references are just from the other Death in Request games. It would be fun to have like a random little Neptune thing, especially since they repeat some of those figures in the bottom, in that glass case on the second shelf from the bottom. You can see a couple of those figures that are just smaller versions of figures that are already on the shelf. Bayaka, remember the morning greeting is good morning. You should know about that by now. Did you manage to get up early today? You're always acting like I'm oversleeping. Contact? Oh, she wears contact lenses? Oh, that's right. Yeah, because I think she did wear glasses in one of the previous games. Well, I'm off to work. Food is in the fridge and you're free to use the TV and internet. Thanks. You guys are starting the beta on that game you've been developing, right? Into Odyssey. I think that's the game that Sheena gets trapped in Death in Request 1. It's cute how Sheena always calls out to the poster on the wall before going to work. Oh, the big poster of the girl on the right. That's fun. Served we need a new Compile Hard crossover game. Yeah, they need to make something. They need to make something really cool. Because I mean, I know they're making the new Neptunia game, but still, seems like a new unique room. They're all from Into Odyssey, or was it World's Odyssey? They're characters from the game. That's why. Okay. So they actually made a lore reason for why her shelves have the previous game's characters on the as little action figures. It's been a while since you helped me in the strain area. I haven't seen you around much since then. Partner? Is that me? Yes, it pops up a bunch in movies and also in the game that Sheena's making. Okay. Well, we have also been named. But yeah, with Compile Hard, I kind of miss when they were making a lot more of their like Neptunia games and such. Because there for a while, especially in the Vita generation, we were getting constant stuff like what I was talking about earlier with them experimenting so much. It feels like I'm the only one ever doing anything at work sometimes. You want to go outside, don't you? Well, I guess I have been cooped up here. But this place is better than that black and white place. Discussion of that place is off limits. Oh, you're already being treated like family. The more you avoid it, the more interested I get. Now, if you're good and promise not to be bad, you can go outside. I'm not bad. You don't see me that way, do you? Oh, are we going to work with her? I can introduce you to Celica at the office. Oh, we're gonna see some of the other characters? That's fun. Should I come with you too? Alright, chapter 1. Okay, what? What? In your room, you can store items and any that Sayaka currently has in her possession. You can also receive rewards for completing requests. Alright, closets for storage. You can deposit any in your possession. You can set up figures you've acquired to create your own unique scenes. Okay, that's fun. It's like a little photo mode sort of thing. Alright, let's take a closet. We'll just store all that stuff for right now. We don't have any money to put in there, though. Oh, figure viewing. Okay. Don't have anything unlocked yet. Camera is kind of an okay 30 FPS with this. How close can we get? We can get really close without There we go. It's perfect. Can't go any lower than that. Okay, that's interesting. That'd be neat for like later. Alright, oh, we can actually go to different places now. Well, it looks like Main Street's probably where we're supposed to be going. So might as well do story stuff for right now. We just have to keep following Main Street and we'll reach the office. So we need to walk on Main Street to get to the office. There's a lot of people there, right? And they get angry if you look at them. She doesn't want to be around people. Maybe we should have taken it more slowly. Wait, I think if I rest up a bit, I'll be okay. I'll be okay to deal with people! Oh, we're gonna go to the park. We're gonna go to the playground! Got a nice little swing set. We got a little jungle gym in the background. And Sayaka's just happy because it's not crowded with people. It's a great place to visit with friends, and there's a beautiful bench over there. Which one? Those 3 generic looking benches over there? She's telling her, it's like, hey, there's a bunch of ants over there. Please don't sit on the ants. Are they worth getting that worked up about? If you think bugs don't matter, one day you might think that humans don't matter. I like the Sheena's little stern I'm upset face. Sheena's just trying to teach her how to be a good person. Hey dude, you totally just gave us the stink eye! I was just wondering why you guys aren't in school right now. Rough boy's girlfriend. You're disgusting. You're just a freeloader and you want to preach to me? I'm pretty strong, you know. Make him cry. Is that what people are like? Is this why you didn't want me to go outside? Just don't make eye contact with them. I'd like to believe that people like that are not very common. It looks like that guy is in danger. Maybe I should help him out. What's going on here? What's with the little magic coming out of her finger? My feet are glued to the ground. Hey, do you need help? Hey, I bet you had something to do with this. Okay, I have questions. This is my power as a lewd, and keep it a secret, okay? It's a non-lethal bind. Are you just gonna leave him like that? Okay. You hardly got to rest in the end. Excuse me. You were at the park just now. And before that, you visited the university hospital. Are you Sheena? I am Associate Professor Sugiura. You work with Miss Yurisa at your company, right? That's right, yes, Lily. Lily was always one of my favorite characters in the previous games. I always liked her design. Do these two people actually know each other? It sure seems that way. I plan to head to work with this girl. Our company starts late in the morning. It was you who helped me earlier, wasn't it? What do you mean? Okay, bye. You sure are popular. Wait a minute, I've only met him once. I'm normally not the type to get so much attention. Alright, let's go to work. Iris Corporation. It's gonna be another late start at the office. Sayaka's so excited. Oh, we got a security card! Alright, what we got here? We got... Oh, there's a cute little scene going on the computer monitors on the left side of the screen. That's fun. Oh, and there's Arata, the other protagonist of the first game. He's an honorary member of our company, though he isn't around anymore. What's with that girl? Why is she just standing there spacing out? She must be the new hire. Just get moving. We're behind schedule. Here's the map data for DLC Chapter 2 design data. Are we really using that many CGs just for Chapter 2? Why did nobody tell me this?
出たな遅刻魔ディレクター
Our forever late director.
シーナしてますしてますあ
え、その時間に来たのってクレアってキャラの銃の色を変えてって。
そうそのテキストにいろいろ書いてありますよ
まあ、
はい
It is fun to see some of these previous characters show up like this. And to see Sheena actually working at her job.
ところであっちの子はしまった
おやおや、椎名君は新人に早速放置プレイかい？見て学ぶには我が社はハードルがお高い気がするけど。
ですな社長スミカさんまるで自分だけは違うとでも言いた
もしそのつもりなら。
はいはい。新人への会社挨拶。
ああぜ
了解。
なにみんなめっちゃ忙しそう
This isn't really going the way that I was expecting it to.
すごいでもこれ
With how it was set up, I figured it was going to be like
ここで
a little lighter on the story since they just threw us into the dungeon gameplay.
いや、はじめまして。こんなでもフロアには機密も。
うわ手だけ振ってる
Why is she just waving, come back here, don't leave me alone! I'm usually considered quite dandy. Dandy?
ここまで涙目に。
社長さん
Oh, you're the president? You're the most important person here?
一番ではないんだけど、君が。
Oh, hello, Mr. Glock.
違いないよね。それじゃあまず業務内容の説明をしないと。何？そんなに時間はかからないよ。
You don't need to be so nervous, it's okay.
いいよな相棒は
I can ask you because nobody can see you. Still, I feel like everybody's looking at me. Alright. Is there any menu or something where we can save? Can we save and not quit? Hold on. Story settings? What's story settings? Oh, that's just text display. Okay. So I guess when we want to save, we're just going to have to go back to the title screen and go back in.
待ってたよ相棒
Oh. So we can't make manual saves in other slots then. Okay, that makes things a little trickier, but okay. Can you come with that partition over there? Sure.
さて、さやかくん、もう一度改めて自己紹介し合うとしましょう。
Let's reintroduce ourselves, but we already introduced ourselves. Why do we need to do it again? I am Werner Glock. Take care of your team and they'll take care of you. What a generic workplace motto.
せっかくの機会だ。何でもいいからちょっと答えてみてよ。
Why don't you go and try to introduce yourself if you can? I'm Sayaka, currently unemployed. My motto is, I don't know. Served you, couldn't you save at home? Maybe.
もっと
When we get access to the map again, we'll have to look.
なんでしょう
Because I remember seeing a save option earlier, but I think it was also save and quit.
私の面接で
We'll have to
わ
look.
からないとか考えたことなかったって回答は割と品質だから。じゃあこちらから質問を続けちゃうけど、弊社は何を作る会社かは知っているかな？
ゲーム
いいですね。ズバリ正解です。
I can't tell you how often I've heard flowers in response to that. Yeah, okay.
アイリスはお花の名前ですよね
そうそう。弊社の名前の由来になった人物もここで読んでおこうかな。
Chairwoman, could you come here? Is Lily the chairwoman? Nope. What a cute girl! Wait, chairwoman? She's got Iris written on her little whatever that's dangling from her skirt. I'm the chairwoman of this company. No, the pleasure is all mine. Well then. And she's gone. She must be feeling a bit under the weather. That young girl is the chairwoman? She is a Luden. Her actual age is unknown to us. So she's also a Luden. I wonder if that means that she, Sheena, and potentially others are gonna be separate playable characters. Wow! Wow! Hey, what's a Luden? I don't know what that is. Oh, you could just Google it. You shouldn't ask your boss for everything, huh? Right? AKA, I'm not going to tell you. I'm gonna make you do it yourself. Or, you know, I don't know. I would have never thought of just looking it up. What a revelation! Our company was created to make what she wants to make. This company exists to realize Chairwoman Iris's dream. She utilizes her Luden traits to gather staff and aims to create games that bring joy. Do you know any of our titles? No. I know of World's Odyssey, I think. It's made by Enigma Corp, but we are working on the sequel and to Odyssey. I'm sorry I got it wrong! Don't fire me! It's the game where Celica plays the protagonist. The game is out, but we're currently working on the DLC. It can really use your help. But I'm just a friend of Sheena's. I don't know anything about game development. It seems I was mistaken. Don't worry, we have plenty of roles for you. This ends my section. Sorry it went long. Head to Mai Toyama's desk and she'll give you further instructions. Oh, Mai from the second game. Okay. And there she is. What do you have to say, Mai? She's just staring. Like, ah. Hi. Hey, Mai, you've got a visitor. Look behind you. You have a visitor.
とも
Hi.
ごめんうちの
Oh,
新
you're
人
the
さん
new
で
girl,
会ってる
right?
のね
Was she just distracted?
私その遠山舞さんからお仕事をもらうようにと社長さんに
The president told me to come and get my first assignment from you.
名前は
You! What's your name? I'm Sayaka.
私は
I am extremely socially awkward. And I don't like being around people.
じゃあさやか私は特に今
I don't really need anybody. Wow! I don't need anybody's help, so check with someone else. Bye! A classic ice cold reply. I'm so sorry you have to work with her.
こんな人格が破綻した女から仕事を取ってこいだなんてもう心から同情しちゃう口ぶりは特に同情してなさそうだ
She's definitely not the person I'd want to work with if I didn't have to.
社長が勝手にそう言っただけで私自身は今何も困ってない
Oh, now she's softening up a little bit for being called out for her crap.
いいえ強いて言えば隣の
If I had to give you something, I'd ask you to take care of that incompetent woman next to me. What did you just say? Is that how you talk to your senior? You sound just like your dad. Oh. Oh.
父親そっくりで笑うはあいつの話は今しないでくれます節操がなさすぎですよ先輩
Yeah, Mai and her dad don't have a good relationship. Death in Request 2 starts off with her being abused by him and literally just killing him. And that's like the opening scene of Death in Request 2.
どっちもどっちなや
These two both seem kinda problematic.
あなたたち今日もまた愛も変わらず
Oh, and competent female employee. I think this is Lily.
すみません
Chief Programmer Sumika.
急に可愛い子ぶるな
Don't get all cutesy on me.
いえ本当にチーフが来てくれたおかげで助かりました早速ですが
Could you help us find work for our new employee?
ましたかさやかちゃんこれが多分弊社特有の文化
Take note, Sayaka, this is one unique aspect of our company culture. Bosses are bossed around by their subordinates. That's pretty funny. Sayaka, that's me. I wonder if the president knew this would happen. Why are they waving cheerfully at me? I'm so confused! Alright, now we have access to the map again.
Yes.
Let's go back to home and see if there was an option for saving. Menu? Save and return to title. Oh well. Alright, let's spend some time with her. Warning! Advancing this story will start dungeon exploration. Are you sure you want to proceed? Yes. Warning, you actually have to do something. Let's find some work to get her started, okay? How did you like the office vibe? Yeah, about that.
個性的な人たちばかりですね。ちょっともう
Wait, don't tell me you're already burnt out. We're just getting started.
これからやっと仕事が始まるんだよ。
I'm sure she just feels like she's being used.
私って本当に何かここでできる仕事あるのかなって疑問が湧いて、家でネットしてるのが
I've been wondering if there's anything I can even do here. All I do at home is browse the internet. We also came to meet Celica today. Just pretend I tricked you into it and try on these goggles. Oh, are they VR goggles? Or are the dungeons gonna be like VR simulators? What is this, White Rabbit? Is that the name of these goggles?
このゴーグルの名前？会長仕込みのルーデンス技術の凄さを味わいな。私たちプログラマ班の技術の結晶だぞ。またルーデンスか。かぶればいいんですか？
So should I just wear it?
これ。
Look at that! Oh, I really like that outfit. Served me a random question since you played that AITU game back on the Steam Deck. Have you heard of AI Roguelite? The name is a little misleading. From what I know, it's a full-on RPG. Now, I've heard of it. I haven't played it. But yeah, I did play that AITU game because I think I just saw it randomly on some sponsored Reddit advertisement or something. I see a bunch of AI stuff on there. Nowadays, it's not a lot less video games, but a lot back. You know, nowadays it's more like all of those like story generator stuff. But I have not played AI Roguelite. But that's cool that it turned into its own RPG because AITU is really just a kind of pseudo yandere puzzle game that uses the that uses AI chat voice stuff to have you try to figure out a puzzle of getting out of each area. All right, let's just go with it, Sayaka. She's freaking out. Am I holding a sword? Oh my gosh! You were holding a sword at the beginning of the game, too. AI Roguelite. Oh, there's a bunch of AI Roguelite stuff there. World's first RPG in which all entities are AI generated and all game mechanics are AI directed. Okay, that looks pretty neat. That would be kind of be fun if you could like customize your little game and adventures and stuff based off of the screenshots of what it looks like. That is very interesting. Serve Demon says, I know that AITU comes out of early access on August 12th. Yes, it does. I did see that on my Steam Deck not too long ago. I played it a little bit yesterday to see if the performance had improved, which it hadn't really. I mean, performance is still fine. But they finally added a fourth stage and a fourth character for you to interact with. Because a lot of it was pretty, simple. You're just walking around the 3D environments, and obviously, like, stage 1 is literally just crazy yandere girl, and you have to find a way to convince her to let you leave across a bunch of different endings and stuff. And the second one is, you wake up in a witch's cabin. The third level is like you wake up in some futuristic spaceship that's broken and have to figure out how to fix it and get out. Certainly, from what I've seen in the trailers, you can fully customize your own worlds. Well, that's good. Because as games that use these like AI-oriented generative stuff, I like how they're slowly improving. Because the technology isn't really there yet, at least on phones. But there are a few apps that have been coming out that actually allow you to download the entire language model onto your device and run it locally and offline, which I feel like, I'm like, oh, that could eventually lead to like stuff coming to like console games and handhelds where you don't have to be, you know, tethered to the internet the entire time for every single response. Whoa, her voice sounds so weird when she's talking to you from outside the simulation. Yeah, because there's one app that lets you write stories right now that lets you download the full language model to run it locally, but it uses so much power. Like whenever I pull it up on my phone and just like write a little bit, it's just like immediately heats up the phone and starts lagging like crazy. But no, the looks of those screenshots for Roguelite look really cool. And it's got multiplayer and scenario sharing. That's cool. This is a debugging dungeon. In this dungeon, your HP is instantly restored and you won't die. So it's kind of like a practice dungeon. Whoa! Hold on. Frame rate took a nosedive in this dungeon. I wonder why. Maybe it's because of what's in the dungeon itself. And this is playing on the Switch 2. This isn't even playing on the Switch 1. Now that's interesting. But it also is kind of tracks. Because the more we've been testing Switch 1 compile heart games on the Switch 2, the more we've realized, or more I've come to realize, that not all of them are just instantly fixed. Neptunia Game Maker Revolution still had some frame drop areas and issues. I think there have been a couple other games that are like, it's a little better, but it's not perfect. Because this is a little stuttery. Yeah, Surf Team says we need to see this dungeon on the Switch now after those frame drops. Yeah, can we save? Yeah, we can save right now. Let me see if I can upload my save to the cloud. And we'll do it, and we'll compare and see, because I was thinking about that too. Like, if it's this stuttery and jumpy on the Switch 2, what's it going to look like on the Switch 1? Hopefully not that much worse, but I mean... Alright, I'm going to swap HDMI inputs real quick. Okay. All right, there we go. Everything is back now. And we are on the Switch 1. All right, everything seems to be moving around fine. Let's get that. Oh, right. Hold on. I need to reconnect to my Wi-Fi, because I never set it up when I got my internet replaced, because apparently my router was just completely shot. Here it is. Reviews to go. And I'll just do it on here. I do not care if people see this on stream. Who cares? People that I know, IRL, you know, most of them don't watch the channel anyways, so who cares? Like, if somebody wants to look at it and park, you know, across the street from my house and use the Wi-Fi, whatever. Joke's on you. The Wi-Fi for this new router really sucks. You have to use Ethernet to get the full stuff. All right, now let's update our save data. Let's stop these downloads too, because I don't want downloads to interfere with us looking at the performance of this stuff. Just go ahead and pitch both of these. All right, backup save data found. Okay, now let's take a look. Because how seamless all that is the nice thing about physical games, where you can just pop the cartridge in and go. All right, made with Unity, really? Interesting. Feels like we're past the Unity age for games. VR game 1. All right, let's see what we got. I'm gonna go ahead and hit record on my capture card because I'm sure we'll need this for later. I am so confused right now. It's smoother. It's actually playing better on the Switch 1 than it did on the Switch 2. Well, that's not great. I was expecting like single digits. We're on the Switch 1. This isn't the Switch 2. I'm so confused. Well. Okay. eStagesoft, you might have some optimization that you might want to be doing. This reminds me of when it was another eStagesoft game. Because I feel like a few of their games have been weird on Switch 2 optimization. Because I remember reaching out to them about some of their games in the past, and they were basically... it was basically just them pointing the finger at Nintendo. I'm like, Nintendo needs to fix it. So that is very interesting. It was, I remember what it was. It was Mugen Souls. Mugen Souls had all those crashing issues on the Switch 2 when the Switch 2 first launched on backwards compatibility. And then, Switch 2 software update fixed it. Well, okay then. Well, I guess we'll keep playing on the Switch 1 for right now, since it plays better on the Switch 1! That is baffling. Not only is this a physical-only release that didn't release digitally, but it plays better on the Switch 1. I wonder if it would play better on the Switch 2 if it had released digitally to completely only go off of internal storage. Maybe. Not that we would ever find out, because obviously it doesn't have a digital release. Mixmoa, big fan of your channel. Oh, hold on just a second. Sorry about that. I was wondering why you don't mention or film boost mode Switch 1 game handheld in your game reviews. I only mention boost mode if the difference is substantial enough to be worth mentioning. There have been a few games that I show it in, but if it basically looks the same either way, if there's not like a big difference, then I just don't show it. Anyways, I'll be right back. Okay, sorry about that. Had to run to the restroom real quick. But anyways, like as far as the handheld boost mode is concerned, like I know that when handheld boost mode first came out, you know, everybody was like going crazy about it. It's like, oh, this completely changes everything. It really didn't change that much. It changed games on a case-by-case basis. Some games looked considerably better in boost mode, but a lot of games looked slightly better. Like, it's like, okay, this looks a little better, but I probably wouldn't be able to tell if I was playing it myself. So, like, when there is a noticeable difference, I'll talk about it. like saying, oh, hey, a bunch of this changed when we went into handheld boost mode, so that's cool. But if it's just like a really slight change, it's more like, I mean, is it really worth mentioning? It's like the what I've said before about making a Switch versus Switch 2 video for games like Pokemon Let's Go. Like, Pokemon Let's Go plays well 90 to 95% of the game. There are two areas with very tiny frame drops, so I'm like, do I want to make an entire video just to say, hey, these frame drops are fixed in these two tiny areas that most people don't care about, because one of them was only a thing if you know, were grinding in the air for a long time in a specific area. Because, like, I think I talked about handheld boost mode in my East Memories of Celceta Switch review, because it changed, like, some of the textures and everything. But if it's a really tiny difference, it's kind of like, well, is it really worth mentioning? Is it that big of a difference? No, it's not. Because that's the big thing with handheld boost mode. Like, it makes select games look a lot better in handheld mode. But for a lot of other games, it's just like, okay, there's a little difference here. It's not as, you know, game-changing as a lot of people, you know, acted like it was back then. Because I'm like, is there a difference? Yes. Is there a substantial difference? On a case-by-case basis, yes. But, you know, it's not like every single Switch 1 game now looks completely different. Because a lot of them don't. A lot of them look pretty much the same. Because I remember when I made my big video for the Switch 2 boost mode, like, I even put in comments saying, hey, if you guys want to see anything, literally any game that I own, and you want to see screenshots that are different, you know, I made a what is it called? Not LinkedIn, some image hosting site specifically for that. And, you know, like, if you guys want to see other comparisons, just ask. Nobody asked. I think one person asked, and that was basically it. So it kind of turned into, hey, it looks better, that's cool, but it's not mind-blowing for everything. Because I remember when people were asking me to make a Switch versus Switch 2 video for, what was it? Starlink Battle for Atlas. Saying that it was a night and day difference on the Switch 2, and it was so much different in handheld boost mode. And I played it on the Switch, so I'm like, all right, it's, you know, pretty much it's a pretty stable 30 FPS. There's a couple little small drops during combat, nothing crazy. Booted up on the Switch 2, I'm like, I mean, it's better. It's not really that different, to be honest. Like, people were going all about how the Switch 1 had, like, horrifically bad frame drops. And I'm like, not really, not anymore. It's been optimized since then, so it's kind of whatever. How is she able to fight so well on her first playthrough? Oh, are we actually playing their game that they're making? That's cool. Oh, so we're gonna be a debugger for their company. That's cool. So we're gonna play test. That's an easy job that you can bring anybody in for a game company. Yeah, you just play test the game. Do you see the gauge is filling up right now? When that gauge is full, you can transform into your Vanquish form. Alright, not exactly the way that I expected. I expected it to go full-on 3D visuals for those transformations, but that was pretty cool. Oh, look at her! Look at her! Ooh, I like the animation for her little sword stab. That's cool. Oh, and the VP is going down turn by turn, so it'll probably turn off the transformation as soon as that hits 0. Take this, you fiend. Okay, that's cool. You know, the frame rate isn't perfect here on the Switch 1, but it's just astounding to me that it plays so much better than on Switch 2. That is not good. eShop will need to do something about that. Either that or they'll just say it's Nintendo's problem. Then again, I don't even know what you'd want to say to Nintendo at that point. It's like, hey Nintendo, you know that game that eShop went behind your back and released in Asia only on a physical copy because you said you wouldn't let it release in the West? Yeah, we might. They need you to update your software so it plays better on the Switch too. I feel like that would be just like. I feel like just like the Nintendo representative would be like, huh, interesting. Alright, things are going fine so far, but this is just the debug dungeon. No semblance of difficulty yet. You know, I'm kind of glad we had that little emergency bathroom trip because I was actually feeling a little sick earlier today while we were streaming. I feel a lot better now. Mwahahaha! Look at that! Look at that! Oh man! Oh no! I hit skip. Oh well. I wanted to just hit B so we could, you know, see the artwork for the transformed form. Surf Demon, then they would just update the software to make it run worse. That would be horrible. But I mean, I could see that. I could see them, you know, asking Nintendo, and Nintendo being like, "Yeah, well, hopefully it just works better with our future software updates, but we're not going to go out of our way to fix this thing that you, when you kind of loopholed your way into being able to release." She is like, I'm the one who thought up the transformation. Don't you downplay my efforts. Alright, so we're looking for Celica here in the Debug dungeon. So I could see Nintendo doing that. Ooh, lots of items here. Let's see what items do. Let's see. Treasure search. Sorry. Cannot talk right now. Physical impact. Get him. Oh, that's cool. It's a little projectile. That's fun. We have another one. Haha! Okay. Just wait for them to line up and just create this gigantic bloody mess all over the floor.
いける。
I call shenanigans. Okay. All right, we leveled up. Serbian says, like the dev behind the DS emulator Des ME. He intentionally made the Pokemon games run badly as he didn't like Pokemon. I think I remember hearing about that. That would make sense, because I remember... Oh, man. I know DS emulators are pretty good now, but I remember years ago, DS emulators were horrible. Like, it just took them so long to actually get them to work properly. Because admittedly, I never really tried to emulate the Pokemon games back then. Because I had the DS Pokemon games. Well, I had Pearl for a while, but I've had Soul Silver for a long time. But I remember I was trying to emulate Kingdom Hearts 358 over 2 days, and it was just horrifically bad with slowdown, so I just decided, you know what? I don't need to use DS emulators. I'll just stick with, Nintendo 64 and GBA emulators. At least until more recently, obviously, when we did our little 10-year anniversary thing, and we played Mario 64 DS on an emulator. That ran pretty well. But that's today. It was years ago that I tried to play 358 over 2 days. We caught up with you, Celica. I love the design of her cape with all of the digitized, like, Matrix-looking, like, numbers and stuff on the inside. But you know, with the emulator stuff, developers don't need to be doing that. Like, people take their own personal enjoyment way too seriously with that. It's like, hey, just make it, don't, intentionally make things worse for people. Hello? Your voice was a little distorted there. Oh, but speaking of older games, I mean, never mind. Something's going on here. Something strange is happening. That's creepy. The sanity level represents Sayaka's mental state. That was real messed up. I think you guys might need to fix some bugs. Sanity gradually decreases over time with each passing turn. As it falls below certain levels, the screen will change and field of vision will narrow. What's going on? We can turn this around. Your status is all messed up. But hey, at least for the few steps that we did with it not rendering too much, the frame rate was pretty good there. The ghost. Look at that thing. Oh, it's got like little, like her torso's just like chopped off, and it's got like little tendrils on the bottom. We can't see anything wrong except your status. What is she seeing? Mental recovery item. Okay. Serve Demon, the sanity works like hunger in a standard mystery dungeon game. I don't see it here. Aha! There we go. And everything's okay! Oh my gosh, look at her face! It's great. Oh no, it's still here! You want to meet again? No way, Jose. All right, and we're done. Retired from the dungeon. Well, anyways, if you're interested in retro games, and I know a lot of people are interested in physical collections, the company Evercade is releasing that Evercade Nexus handheld system in October. And if you saw the announcement that they're making this special like Doom themed handheld, yeah, I hope no one wanted that. I went in yesterday to try to pre-order it as soon as the pre-orders went up. And apparently, they said the pre-orders would go up at 11 a.m. They went up at 10 a.m. and they got scalped like crazy. And now they're all over eBay for like $800 to $900. But that handheld's coming out in October. I've never really done anything with Evercade. Thought it might be an interesting thing to look at for the channel in this fall. Since it's the first handheld that looks like, you know, a pretty modern handheld console. Rather than just the little ones that just look like Game Boys with different buttons on it and all that. Because apparently their cartridges work on basically everything. I was so upset yesterday when that happened. Because their Doom themed Nexus model, oh, it looked so good. It looked great. And then I went in, I'm like, oh, it's sold out. Oh, it got scalped, like, really bad. Because I actually reached out to them, like a month ago. It was shortly after Digital Foundry did their big, like, little documentary interview with the head of Blaze Entertainment. And asked about the possibility of a review unit. And obviously they haven't responded to me at all. But I saw the announcement for the Doom stuff. I'm like, man, I'd buy that. I'd try to buy that instantly. Nope, scalped. But it was just something that came to mind. Let's see. There are no anomalies on the programming side, so I wonder if this Wraith thing is going to end up being the catalyst for how we get to the broken city later on in the game. How did you manage to bring your into Odyssey equipment with you? Oh, you mean the sword? And how did you get rid of it? Did you just put it away just now? She is an advanced Ludin. Or Ludin, or whatever you want to call him. In that case, it makes sense that she'd be able to overcome the programming language barrier. She's also pretty tired.
その辺でごめんね湿気。いや別にいいっすけど、それよりルーデンスについて気になるよね。さやか
You're curious about Ludens, aren't you?
さやかのこと。いや怖いとかじゃ。さやか
Alright,
ルーデンス
context.
みんな記憶が十
Ludens
分
are not fully endowed with memories.
両親のこととかも記憶のバグだからさっきみた
A
いに
memory bug. That's why, like earlier, you might have seen some scary things.
ゲームでのこと VR 機器もなしでルーデンスというのは
Ludens are beings made entirely from memory. They're completely different from ordinary humans. Inside their bodies, the memories of numerous humans circulate, making them a different sort of creature.
人間じゃなかった。さやかがショックを受けると思って期待に添えなくてこちらこそっす。私はね、人間として生まれてきたけど。
Okay, Sheena was born human when she was a kid. She was in a traffic accident and her memories were severely damaged.
死にたくないって強く思ったら、運よく
She found that she could read the memories of the driver who hit her, and she reconstructed her. That's interesting. See, something humans can't do, like seeing someone else's life flash before your eyes.
世界中で事例があるのかといって身近な人。シーナはさやかはうちで
Now that's interesting lore. 1 in 1,000 people are Ludens. It's pretty common, so don't worry. That doesn't sound that common to me. I mean, I guess in the grand scheme of things, there would be like a good handful of people, like in a city of like 1 million or 2 million people.
とてもデータが多い作品だから、さやかにとって偶然辛いデータがあったんだと思うよ。
Maybe memories of past hardship were mixed into the game's code. Maybe we should switch up your work from tomorrow. Alright.
あれ、もうデバッグは終了したんですね。あまり成果も出てないでしょうし、残念です。ま、
おい、新人は運悪くトラブ
The
ル
new kid had some bad luck. Yep, that's one way to put it.
あんたさ、実の娘に
You, is that how you talk to your daughter? Oh, is that her dad?
この二人、親子。
いや、それこそそちら様だ。はい、
社内での喧嘩は
Okay, well, at least they're, you know, better, got a better relationship than in Death in Request 2.
頼りにしてるぞ。
Because in that game, Mai's dad was, like, horribly abusive, at least for what little time we actually got to see him. Oh, look at that! If you look in the background, there's a screenshot from one of the earlier games. Oh, that's so great. I like that they put this back here. That's about that is a battle screenshot from either 1 or 2, probably 1. Since Sheena is there, showcased. Sheena was in Death in Request 2, but she wasn't really a playable party member. It was more like it was a like a doll in her image. That was how they squeeze the old party members into the sequel. But that's cool. I like that. No problem paid overtime can't fix. Alright, so we're leaving then. Alright, let's see what we got. So Main Street is where we're supposed to go. Let's see what Iris Cord does. Is this like a little side side arc, the little bit of side cutscenes.
そうだコウジさんショッ
ごめんな。あ、
Oh, it is a little story scene.
俺、絵から匂いすら感じられて、劇場的で汗をかいてそうで、常に目標を探し生き生きと暴れ回ってるタイプを描けだとか。
Try not to let too much of Sheena's bad habits. Her character designs are always super intense and give me the creeps. I just don't get it.
でもコウジさんだから
はい、まあ、それでもまあ。
この人もなんか面白いっす
That's great. He's just like, man, she sure is sweeter than my daughter. While Mai's just standing back there, intensely angry about it. Okay, that was neat. Well, let's go on to the next story thing.
初日からいろいろありすぎちゃったね
Guess all that was a bit much to handle on your first day,
今
huh?
日は本当にお疲れ様
You must be exhausted. Are you okay to walk to the apartment, or should we call a taxi?
いや大丈夫っすシーナと一緒に
I'll be fine.
嬉しいこと言ってくれるじゃないそういえば今歩いてるこの
By the way, this intersection we're walking on, this is where we first met, isn't it?
つい最近でも
It feels like it's been just yesterday. It's already been 3 months. 3 months!
そんな経つのは早いよね
So we had a 3-month time skip between that tutorial dungeon of them coming into the real world and 3 months of Sayaka just sitting in Sheena's apartment all day.
ねえ正直こっちから一つ謝りたいのは自分
Oh, she's apologizing because she doesn't think she really helped out at work.
いいのよまだ初日だし正確にはさ
Celica transformed and it was like her head split open and she had a bunch of hands.
バグゲームの不具合のことはねまとめてバグって呼ぶの
In gaming, we call malfunctions bugs. Errors in the code. Celica is the beautiful protagonist of the game. She's my ideal, okay, the culmination of everything I admire.
だから
なんだよ水臭いな
Why so shy? Am I already a thing of the past? Oh, is that Arata?
シーナこの
Whoa!
断裂嘘でしょなんでこ
A
こで
dimensional rift!
俺が起こしたのさ
It is Arata.
どうしてシーナ何が見えてるの
What are you saying? There's no one there. Maybe they're like us.
そうかシーナにしか見えてない相
So
手
Arata is a partner that only Sheena can see.
ルーデンスだから
And now that we can see the design of the dimensional rift, it's pretty obvious that Arata was that villainous character in the intro.
ずいぶん来るのが遅くなっちまった待たせ
What? This person is bad news!
分かってるっすどうせと
プログラムを知らずに使いこなしてやがるあーやっぱり面白いぜお前
Repuka?
おっと危ねえ毎日この女に当たったらどうすんだよ
And wow, you can actually see me. You sure talk a lot. Okay, that's interesting. Oh, and there's his design from the beginning. The fingers look really weird on that one hand, on his left hand, that's right in the middle of the screen. That looks so weird.
何あれ映画の撮影
でも雰囲気おかしくね
That guy seems weird, but that girl swinging the sword around seems even more dangerous. Oh, sorry, we're just doing a live stream. Well, that was interesting. Oh, the strain area. We're back here.
相棒よろしくね。ここは
ようこそ俺のストレインエリアに。
Oh, it's a dungeon that he made.
さやかだ。ストレイン何より。
ストレインエリアを。はあ。なる。それじゃあ、わかった。さやか。
Alright, so we're gonna go and go through here to find Sheena. Like before. But why is Arata a villain in this game? Oh, look at that thing! It looks so cute! Never mind, you're not cute anymore. Just ridiculous. Alright. We were just killed by this random freaking enemy. Silent Wailer level 1. Details on the cause of death will be displayed. The transparent yet beautiful creature resembling a Cleone floated effortlessly. Easily evading Sayaka's desperate counterattacks, it seemed to view her as nothing more than a nuisance. Sayaka pitifully swung her sword, but her slashes were as threatening as a child with a wiffle bat! Then the stranger let out an eerie cry, almost like laughter. The cry filled Sayaka to the brim with embarrassment about the pathetic spectacle she'd become. What?! She ran into the nearest ledge and quickly threw herself from it, her figure vanishing out of sight. Okay. Hi, Alice. Mysteries still surround the strangers and their abilities. Perhaps the one in particular was able to manipulate her. Okay. Man, if all of the death animations are that detailed, that's crazy. Skill points are earned through unlocking death ends. Okay. So you're encouraged to find more death animations. Is this gonna be... Oh, this is the, this is that cutscene again. So we'll just skip through the cutscene and get back to the dungeon. Surf Team, apparently to get the true ending, you need to get 20 different death ends. Oh, that's cool. Well, I mean, that was a big thing with this game before in the first place, too. Like, the older games were always like, you didn't have to do it for the story. There was always one correct ending and one not correct. But if they enhanced it to the point where you actually need to use it, that's interesting. Because they were neat to see. And clearly they've put a lot of detail into it here. And we're back! And this dungeon does not look... Oh, it's that thing again. Uh-oh. A slow trap. So every one of our steps got the enemies too. Looks like the layout is different from the first time we were here. Serve Demon, the dungeons and mystery dungeon games change each time you go into them, so it's probably the same sort of thing. Picked up ether code. Killed the stupid bat. Alright, so we can kill this thing. I guess our evasion just was that bad before. Back here. There we go. Oh, and moving around regenerates health too. Useful. Makes me wonder if there's a maybe like, excuse me, I didn't move. Shenanigans. Alright, let's move around and try to get this slow status effect off. There we go. Oh, I can't move around at all. Okay, that's interesting. Alright. Certainly, and attacking from diagonals reduces the chance to hit in these games. I guess that makes sense for why my accuracy was so bad that time, that first time. Lots of traps in here. I want to go back and see if anything looked different about that tile. We'll just go through this clip. Not really. Looked like basically all the other tiles. I was hoping there was something there. You know, lots of items here that we're not really using. We found the exit. I just kind of want to see what else is here. DLC enemy search, and you cannot pick up any more items. Whoa! Sanity. So sanity starts to affect you all the way up at 50%. And with limited ether items, I guess you can't really justify doing that much exploring until you increase your stockpile. Alright, we'll go ahead and go to the next floor. Serve Demon, there is not. You need items to reveal them or just attack them before. Yeah, I was just hoping there would be something like really subtle that you could see. Yeah, kind of like invisible walls in some games. Like, you can't really see the walls, but if you look really close, you can see some like little shimmering to see where the wall is. Thanks. Greatly appreciate that. Guess we're gonna have to start using items now, since we already ran out of stuff. You use attack up and don't find any enemies. Oh, there's one trying to get to us. There's one. Whoa, that's pretty. That guy's pretty strong. Come here. Alright, we leveled up again. Now this setup is a little different. I'm used to these sorts of RPGs being more like you go into the same dungeon each time, but your level is reset to level 1 every time you go in. And then you just keep trying to get further along. But, you know, some games, it's like the whole game is that. Let's go ahead and heal. Who was screaming just now? Man, difficulty's gone up a good bit here. Alright, we're at 35% sanity level. Since we only have one ether thing right now, I kind of want to wait to use it. Until we're more like, you know, 20%, something like that. Alright, let's see. Physical impact. Though with how things are going, I think we're fine with choosing the normal difficulty. Alright, basement 4/5. Did he teleport after he attacked? Well, he's gone now. Alright, now that we're at sanity level 20, we'll go ahead and use the ether code. Wait, hold on. We have two. That's fine. Oh, that only brought us up to 50. Well, that's not great. I thought it was a full heal. Oh, he knocked us away. That's what happened. Beast Clan Scarf. What does that do? Those with skill can trade it for... Oh, for money. Okay. You didn't see me. Okay. Cutscene. Are you okay? Thanks for worrying about me, but I definitely can't die here. Listen, I know the difficulty spiked up a little bit. You'll be okay, though. You will survive. Oh, there's Sheena. Cool. We made it. Sheena, you don't look so good. You look a little different. Are we gonna fight Sheena? Poor Sheena just can't catch a break in any of these games. Something terrible has to happen to her in every freaking game. Oh, peeking into her memory, I went way back, even to her past lives. Alright, are we gonna get some fun little dialogue here? That's not what I was expecting. Did you know she was a spider in a past life? Do you want to meet her? Not really. I'm not the biggest fan of spiders. Though you know what? That's actually not a bad part of her backstory, considering the little armor pieces around her skirt do kind of look like spider legs. What the heck? What is this? Is this the spider that she used to be? Can you even call this thing a spider? It's got like little brown, like plant-like legs going around. It's got all these weird little arms coming out of its head. The abdomen in the back kind of looks like a heart with spikes on it. Aeroful? Okay. Ew, look at that thing. Look at its teeth. That's kind of weird. I kind of want to see the death end for this, but at the same time, I kind of don't. I'm sure we could, you know, I'm sure there's plenty in the imagination that would let us do that. Now, you see, this is why we need. Let's see, retreat options. Why is there no option to use a separate save slot? Because I would love to be able to just... I wonder if doing a hard save would bring us back exactly to this area right here. Or if they'd make us go through the whole dungeon again. Let's find out. I know Galler won't do anything here. Because, I mean, is there not even... Oh, hey, here's Death Ends we unlocked. Holy crap, look at how many Death Ends there are! And there is one for him. There he is. We're right here at 50. At 50! There's over 100 death ends. That's crazy. And it even tells you how to do some of them. Second death by any trap. Death by self-harm. Man, that's crazy. Alright, let's go back in. Now, first of all, let's see if it's going to resume us right at the boss, or if we're going to have to... Oh, yeah, it resumed us right at the boss. Alright, let's at least try to win the battle. We'll go ahead and transform, and we will attempt to actually win the battle. Oh my gosh, we gotta get real close there. Oh, my attacks aren't doing anything. Retreat! Retreat! Someone can help us. Oh, that's it? I need to tell others about what happened with Sheena. Okay, I wasn't expecting us to just retreat. I expected us to actually fight and kill the spider thing. Okay, whatever. You look like you just came out of a black and white movie. Only I, a Ludin, are here. Help Sheena. I have only a vague notion of the man. You'll need to prepare if you want to fight him. Gems or other things you pick up. Okay. This style looks a little weird. Is this a shop? It is a shop. At the cafe, you can buy and sell items, enhance your weapons, and save enhancement statuses. Additionally, you can pay any to remove memories you've inserted into weapon slots. Alright. What do you got? Oh, I don't have anything. I don't have any money.
てくれる
I have to sell stuff for money.
いいの
This thing
結論いい判断だ
was set as it's just for money.
欲しい
These are just items. Though ether code is useful.
その剣いいね
Death and skill tree, okay. So we have 1 skill point, so we can choose something here. Increase defense by 1, increase HP by 3, increase attack by 1. Reduce trap damage. Reduce damage from moon attribute attacks. Interesting. Let's start with
能
health.
力かうまく使って
So what, are we supposed to go in and just get killed by everything so we can get more skill points? I guess
強
so.
くしたいの
You currently have no weapon points. You can use items to increase stuff. Okay, we can use the defense patch to increase defense by 1. And that's really the only thing we can put in right now. Do you sell patches?
見ていくんだうんだ
Yes, you do.
いいのいい判断だ
Let's use all that
強
money
くしたいの
to get an attack patch.
これにする切れ味はよそで試して
And defense
そう
patch.
できましたよ
Alright, so that's a little bit stronger than we had before. Alright, let's go. We have slightly better sword now.
行き先に当てはあるんだよね。
The main event is going to occur here.
そうは言うけど、ここアイリス社とは方向が違うんじゃ。
Oh, whoops.
さやかくん早退してまだこんな
Oh, I thought you left early.
社長、それと
It's the president and that programmer lady!
そのうち覚え。クロック、さやかは
Who is this
私たちを
person right next to Iris? Is this another Luden? And she just got this random like little book journal hanging off the side of her skirt. And a big chain thingy in the back. Okay, is this gonna be like introducing party members?
おいおい、こっちも今相当な休養なんだけどな。
We're in a major rush too.
また知らない会長、本当に捕まった。
Oh, they already know. Been captured by someone resembling Arata Mizunashi. Oh, okay, so it might not actually be Arata, but something taking his likeness. Okay. It was a strategic retreat. I've sensed something was up ever since the first dimensional rift in 10 years opened up. We can't stay in the strain area for long.
会長さやかくんじゃ万人
Nova? Okay, that's a fun name. Let Sayaka use the Repuka code.
どのみち敵さんはストレインエリア。今すぐ動けるのはこの
Get the brown guy to take her. The brown guy?
万能たるご主人様。
Who's the brown guy?
分かってないですけど、会長をいじめないであげてください。
さやかくん
I mean, the president has brown hair.
今日
リプカコードとは悪いけど茶色い。頑張って。
Alright, well, I guess we'll go to the subway, meet the brown guy. Oh, is it this guy? Because he's wearing all brown?
やっぱりあんたのことだったっすか。
Yeah, I guess that makes sense. His uniform's brown, so he's just called the brown guy. Hey, I want to rescue Sheena. Let's go.
リプカコード。
どうやら自我は着実に育っているようだ。どこぞの小娘裏でコントロールしている。
I didn't do anything.
そういうことにしておこう。
Now onto the strain train.
続きは車内で。
Okay then.
お前、武器を出してみろ。
All right, try pulling out our weapon.
了解っす。
記憶の再生に長けているようだな。そしてお前の
There appears to be a bug manifesting on your arm. Oh yeah, the bug that's on her left arm.
このでっかい子のことっすか？
Are you talking about this thing?
我らルーデンスが持つ
It is inherent coding language that we Ludens possess. Unlike weapons, it takes its own form.
リプカコード。
どうもその名前からはいい縁を。
例には
All right, look at that. She's just bored, hanging out, like just whatever. And there's the train. We've seen that in a few cutscenes already.
相棒、よろしくね。
What do you want? Get out of here, stupid thing. Patch and physical impact level 3. Alright, so it looks like we're gonna have to trek through the dungeon again. And spring traps again. Alright, well, it was only a few floors, so shouldn't take us terribly long to get back there. Of course, the moment I stopped trying to find the trap, boom, you found a trap. Sanity's only level 18, though. Do we have any more? Nope. That's just a patch. There's another one there. Hold on. Use code south. And then use ether code. Alright, good. Probably should have sold some more items to buy more ether codes. Oh well. Sir Dan, have you heard of the game House of Necrosis? It's what if Resident Evil was a mystery dungeon. Oh, that's interesting. I don't think I've heard of that one, though. DLC enemy search. Might as well just keep on going and get back to that stupid spider thing. But like I said earlier, I haven't really played very many of these sort of mystery dungeon-esque RPGs. It's only every once in a while that I find a game and play it that's like this. Hold on, we got another ether code. We should probably pick that up. Solarbrand's enhancement value limit has increased. Okay, interesting. Alright. Well, we're dealing with a lot of these other enemies better than before, so that's good. And we found a trap. No, we don't need to escape to the surface. We have stuff we're supposed to be doing here. Go ahead and use the other one. 71%. Hold on. We got treasure search. We just gotta find the stairs now. Physical impact level 2, that's nice. Is that it right there? Yep. Servant, what about Omega Labyrinth Life? Oh yeah, I have seen that. I don't know if I bought that or not. I kept watching for it to go on like a really cheap sale. I know it has gone on cheap sales. Was it called Omega Labyrinth Life? I think it was called Omega Labyrinth I think it was called Omega Labyrinth Z. It's probably the same game though. Yeah, that was a game that came out, and I was playing a bunch of other stuff at the time, and I kept watching for like a really good sale. We'll see if I ever bought it and added it. It might be something I bought and just added to the backlog, because I know it has gone on good sales. Yeah, I've seen it there. Does not look like I have purchased it, though. It might be in my wish list. My wish list right now on Switch is basically just RPGs. I had some visual novels on there for a while, but then a bunch of the key visual novels went on sale. Bought all those, so I haven't played them yet. You can tell, you know, publishers to stop releasing so many games. So I can get to the backlog. I still need to play Fragments Note 2 Plus. Because I bought that whole series all at once. Nope. There it is! Mogigi! This time I won't hold back!
殺したくて殺したくて仕方がなくなってくる。
Surf Demon got to get them out before GTA 6. Yeah. Because everybody's going to go crazy about GTA 6. Now that it's finally actually coming out.
ちょっとだけ殺させろ。
So they just, you know, freaking stacked 2026 with the releases. Alright, here we go, Spooter. Let's go ahead and transform and just go at it. Oh, hey, we're actually doing damage, and he's actually doing damage to us. And it's over. That's a really weird shot with the camera, but hey. And we're screaming! Die, you filthy, filthy spider! I think someone on that development team must have been arachnophobic to write dialogue like that.
殺すとシーナは多分怒るだろうしな。
Oh, hi, Sheena. You turned into a spider for a minute.
私シーナ、このボス雲に
One of the, you know, the freakiest looking spider.
今度こそ。さやか、あなたすごいのね。あなたが助けてくれた。いった。
And Sheena's hurt again.
早く出よう。帰るために旅立ちましょう。
Rescue part begin. Escape the strain area while protecting Sheena. Alright. After defeating the dungeon's boss, the heroine rescue section begins. Pay close attention to ensure the heroine doesn't die as you attempt to flee the dungeon. So Sheena is the heroine, I'm assuming. Well, Sheena, you're doing fine for yourself. Let's do a patch up for our health. Alright, so this is probably going to be a whole fight. You don't avoid monsters because they can attack Sheena. As long as we keep monsters in front of us. Alright, there we go. We're just gonna move around because we found an escape thingy earlier. Just gotta go back and find it again. I think I see it in that bottom right corner. Alright, let's get out of here, Sheena. Got one enemy right here who's asleep. Alright, and we're out of here. Escape from Serene Area Shallows with Sheena. Sheena, we made it back alive! We're not dead! It's all thanks to you. Wait, why are you hugging me? We're in public!
なんか街が物々しい雰囲気っすね。こんな夜遅くなのに。今はもう帰ろう。気にしない。そういえば新たってやつはもう見かけなかったけど。ああ、彼はね。
Well, we're safe.
今晩私たちは大丈夫だよ。なんかやけに含みのある。
That's some spooky phrasing, huh?
彼本人が計画のために今日の夜の無事は保証してくださるらしいよ。信じるのも。
He assured me we'd be safe tonight.
警察とかに駆け込んでも信じられないような戦いをしてきちゃいましたが。
Oh yeah, let's go tell the police. Hey, there's some guy causing dimensional rifts that just trapped this girl in a dungeon and turned her into a big spider that she apparently used to be in a previous life. Don't you believe us?
電気ついてる?
Oh, hey, why are the lights on?
まさかやっぱり。
Do you think someone's stalking us?
シーナ、会いたかった。あなたが行方不明になったって聞いて、私はもう気が気でなく合鍵でお留守番を。誰だあんた。誰ですかあなた。
Who are you? It was just Lily. Okay, so this is Lily. I guess that makes sense with her little bumblebee pendant, since she did kind of have that theme with her costume. I thought it was that other girl. Alright, you can enter the subway to enter dungeons. If you retreat or die while in a dungeon, you can re-enter the dungeon from here. As you progress through the story, more dungeons become accessible via the subway. These dungeons are recreations of dungeons you've cleared in the past, allowing you to attack and rematch enemies you've previously fought for high scores.
Yes.
Oh, that's interesting. Oh, and it even tells you what you've gotten the death in for. Okay, well, let's experiment then. Since I'm assuming you're going to have a death end animation for everything, right?
鬼が出るかバグが出るか。
Oh, jeez. It's gonna take forever to get the death in for some of these if we're too strong. With this regular freaking level 1 guy. Oh, but our level was retained. So we can go in, so we'll continue to get stronger So instead of resetting to level 1 every time. Okay, there we go. Now we got 2 attacking us. That's a little better. Alright, here. Okay. We eventually died. So let's see what this death end is. Wrath, Treos, level 1. Details on the cause of death will be displayed. The caterpillar-like stranger that was enraged that Sayaka still lived. Then it charged with tremendous speed directly towards her abdomen. Oh no! Oh my gosh. Her back slammed hard against the wall, but the stranger remained embedded in her stomach, penetrating her navel. Oh no! Eventually, she collapsed. The stranger curiously perused the corpse and its entrails. How funny, what an ugly face! That's messed up, man. Bye, Alice. Okay, that's interesting. Today I encountered that scary thing, and then Sheena got... Oh, okay, so it's just... Oh, we're doing a new cutscene now. This lady here is Lily. She's a part-time planner at Iris. Aha, there's Lily in the game. With the same outfit that she had in the first 2 games. She was gonna be blonde, but we changed her design to look like Yamamura. Okay, it's interesting that we went there, got kicked out, and then have this cutscene instead of just being able to go back there. Seems tough. Would you like some help? Just keep quiet, partner! Okay, I was just kidding. I'm sorry. Oh, and they're taking a shower together. That's cute. Why were you out so late? You got some dirt on you. Let me help you wipe it off. Are we gonna get like a little CG artwork thing for the shower scene? I'm being so scrubbed, but it feels so good. Oh no! Well, it sounds like they're having fun. And so night gave to a brand new day. Okay then. That was interesting. I do wonder if there was a CG attached to that. Alright. Well, hold on just a moment. I have another little emergency little run. So I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. Oh boy, sorry about that. My body's not having a great time today. Moving forward will result in the loss of unread sub-stories. Okay. Oh, actually, no. Let's go back to the subway and get more death ends. Let's get more endings so we can get more skill points. We might only go to about 4 o'clock today. With how I'm feeling and the fact that I've had to take 2 emergency restroom breaks. I'm going to say we're probably not going to want to do a super long stream today. Alright, let's go find another enemy. So I guess these death ends are just going to be like, let's just go find every enemy. And let them kill us. So we can get the death end. So we can see what the ending is. And we can get those skill points. Alright, what we got here? Alright. Where are you running away for, Cobra? Not that I want to see how a snake kills us, but, you know. Alright, we'll eventually get there. Well, you got me down about halfway, buddy. Is there no poison in this game? Not that I want there to be, but, you know. It would make this process go a little bit faster. Oh, come on! I was trying to do the snake thing! Stupid bear got in the way. Oh well. We don't have it yet, so let's see what the cause of death is with this bear thing. The bear-like stranger further cornered Sayaka with its broad, sweeping attacks. Though on the verge of death, she managed to just barely evade. Then it pulled her into a tight embrace. Oh no, it's gonna be a bear hug death? Yep, powerful arms embraced her and squeezed violently. What the heck, man? Look at that! That's horrific. Her spine snapped, wrenching her body backwards like a bow as a hideous death rattle escaped her lips. Oh, that's terrible. Ugh. Talk about a bear hug, am I right? I'm actually somewhat of a martial arts aficionado, you know. I can even explain the difference between spine crushers and bear hugs. It seems the internet has poisoned me. Do be careful with that, everybody. And we got more skill points. Might as well go to the convenience store, do a little bit of hello. If it isn't my favorite beautiful customer. Oh, okay. So we're with Sheena and Lily. Oh, right. We needed to go to the cafe for that, didn't we?
先輩と仲良くね
Yeah. Skill tree. We have 2 skill points.
能力か目覚め調子はどう
Attack and attack again! I guess we don't want to increase our defense too much since we're trying to go through these dungeons and get these death ends. Alright, so we got his death end already. Next floor. It'd be nice if you could get the death end. And you know. Huh? Oh, right. Oh, we're getting there. This will be much easier to do with groups. Oh, man! Sorry, I didn't mean to kill him. Oh, we got an ether coat. That's useful. The trap killed him! No!
こっちだっけ
Oh man, this bat doesn't do very much damage at all. Yeah, I can see it not being that difficult to get the true ending with getting 20 of these death ends, because you're kind of encouraged to do it. Because that's where all these upgrades are coming from. There we go. Got killed by a bat. Sayaka was killed by Magic Wing 2-Day Level 1. The bat-like stranger hovered menacingly over the fallen Sayaka, ready to deliver the final blow. The weakened girl was the perfect prey. She crouched, hugging her head. The bat, undeterred, perched right upon them. I'm assuming her hands? The bat's weight pressed heavily on her head. Her teeth shattered alongside her already wavering spirit. And it bit into the back of her head. And the bat began to suck out her brain fluid. Ew! Alright, so there is not a unique CG for all of them, because this was used for one of the other ones as well. This CG right here was used for the worm thing. So how was that quite an honor? The sensation of being drained is difficult to imagine. It's messed up, man. That is messed up. Alright, need skill points 2 for all of that stuff.
目覚めたい
Let's reduce trap damage. Let's go ahead and save our game. You know, I'm not really a big fan of this saving system. I really wish you could just, you know, save and not quit the game. And, you know, use multiple slots. Oh well. And you know what? I'm starting to not feel super great again, so I think that's going to be it for today. Obviously, we're going to do a big old, probably longer stream on Tuesday when Oblivion Remastered comes out. Got to make sure I'm feeling okay for that and I'm not feeling sick like I'm feeling today. So I'm going to go ahead and close out of this. I hope everybody enjoyed the stream. This was a very interesting game to go into. Obviously, things were a little awkward with the long intro because of, you know, all the story stuff. But I'm looking forward to going through the rest of this game. It's kind of, I'm starting to get the flow of things, and I'm like, okay, this is kind of interesting. But, yeah. Like I said earlier, next content on the channel might be Death in Request Code Z. I don't know. It depends on how long it takes for me to get through the rest of the game. I'm probably going to be spending the next probably 7 hours working on the game on my own time and recording and everything. It's about the time I'll need to go to bed tonight. We'll see what happens for Monday. But anyways, that's kind of the plan right now, is just go through Death in Request, and then just on to Oblivion on Tuesday. My brain's kind of all over the place right now. But, like, again, anybody who came into the stream, I hope you enjoyed it. I'll have a review of this game up as soon as I can, and some more detailed, like, little comparisons between Switch 1 and Switch 2 performance, which was really weird. But, yeah, I'm gonna head out of here. Probably get some food that's a little bit lighter for my stomach. And I will see you guys at least on Tuesday for our